Want bold flavor fast? This is how to blend and steep syrups like Pandan for maximum flavor. First, you're gonna start with Pandan leaves. So these are fresh Pandan leaves. I like to cut them into kind of like smaller inch and a half pieces. That way it doesn't gunk up the blades on the blender. So those can go right in. Next, some white sugar and water. Next we blend. So starting low and kind of working your way up high. So an ingredient like Pandan, I'm gonna blend for a while. What I'm looking for is I'm gonna have my hand on the blender and sort of start to feel heat. What we're getting is friction from the blades that's starting to kind of cook the herbs. So this is a great method for Pandan because I find that it pulls out a lot of those sort of like desirable vanilla notes from Pandan when you heat it a little bit. Alternatively, you could also use hot water in this, but I like this method, the friction kind of creating the heat from it. It works really fast as well. So now you're just gonna let this steep for about an hour. It'll help kind of infuse all the flavors, the sugar kind of dissolve completely into the water before you filter it. Great, now that this is steeped for about an hour, we're gonna strain it. So straight into the chinois. Notice you have this like really beautiful green color, super desirable. I like to use a ladle when I'm straining. It helps kind of push the liquid through, pressing the botanicals or whatever you're kind of using for this recipe. It also makes it go a little bit faster. Think of this sort of like a tea bag in a way. You're trying to press all of that flavor. So this method is great for Pandan. It's great for anything that might benefit from a little bit of heat. Some ingredients you don't really want to heat, like mint, for instance. Heat kind of oxidizes it, kills it. So this is like, the purpose of this is to kind of really coax out those sort of vanilla notes from the Pandan. But like with mint, you're gonna want that sort of like freshness, so I would use a different method for that. Blender infusing and blender cooking gives you intense flavor fast. It's a simple method with huge payoff. I'm Trevor Hutchins, and this is how I blender cook and blender infuse.